Hello, everyone. Welcome to our very first Joy House Playdate in the Joyful House. I am so excited to be here. And if you are new here, my name is Cynthia with Cynthia's Joyful Creations. And if you've been with me for a while, then I am so glad you're here. Let's just sit back, relax, and play and just visit, have fun together. I want to see who is here, who has come over to the Joyful House on this Thursday night to join this play date. Hello, Samantha. Doing great today. Hope you're doing great. Angela says, hello, Cynthia, and everyone in the chat. She's doing fine, and she's drinking water and working on another scarf. Oh, exciting, Angela. Oh my gosh. Y'all don't forget, if you've got some finished makes, send them over to me so I can shout them out on our tea parties. Hope to have another tea party coming your way tomorrow. And if you've not seen one of those yet, that's because there's only one out there for the channel. And so we hope to have our second tea party tomorrow. And let's see. Oh, and if you send me a picture of your finished makes, you also get extra entries on the giveaway wheel for the end of the month. So that's fun and exciting. Reward, reward, reward. Hello, Jen. Welcome in. Paula is here with us in the Joyful House, and so is the beautiful Dawn P. Oh my gosh, so glad to have all of you. Sanja is here. Sanja, can you hear us? I hope you can hear us. You guys, do you know how to fix sound not working in StreamYard on your when you're on an Android? Does anyone have any suggestions for that? Hello, Laura. Welcome in to the Joyful House. Thank you guys so much. As always, it means the world to me. It just truly makes my heart smile when you guys come in and love on each other and welcome each other. Thank you for making the Joyful House such a fun and safe place to be. We've got the beautiful Margie here with us. Hello, Margie. All right. Everyone is saying hello. Paula says, how is everyone tonight? Rudy is here with us. Hello, Rudy. And Wanda is here with us. Amy is here. Welcome to the Joyful House. Laura is here. Tank is here. Oh my gosh, you guys, we got a lot of friends in the house tonight. So excited. Hope you guys are ready just to sit back and relax. Hope you've brought a project or maybe dinner for you. Some of you, it might be dinner time. Hope is here. Welcome in. I'm going to keep going down through the list, but before I do, let me jump in real quick and welcome some of our Eagles. We've got some Eagles in the house. And if you're new here, an Eagle is someone who is part of the Joy team, which are my paid memberships. I just don't like using that terminology. And they're in the upper tiers. And so part of their perk is to be announced as an Eagle when they come in. So I'd like to say hello to Margie. Got an Eagle in the house. Have another Eagle in the house. And that is Miss, it won't click. What is going on? It quit working. Oh my goodness, it's not working. Can you guys hear me? That's funny that it quit working. Oh, there it goes. Wow, that's really delayed. We've got Wanda in the house. And we've got Sanja in the house. And we might have our other two Eagles coming in just a moment. We just finished our Eagle Live. That's really weird how it keeps getting stuck. Oh, Jen says, I won't have a finished make for a long, long time. The best is going to take forever. Well, perfect opportunity to work on it right now. She says, on YouTube, I can hear fine. Wow, I don't understand. So just when she was trying to come up, maybe you need to update your app. Oh, I didn't think about that. Maybe like uninstall and reinstall. That's a good idea. Great idea, Jen. Thank you. Thank you. Tank says, just finishing dinner. Sounds good and yummy, Tank. What'd you have for dinner? You don't have to answer unless you want to. Oh, you guys could see it. I couldn't see it on my end. How funny that was. Great suggestion, Margie. Her and Jen have suggested maybe uninstalling the StreamYard app and reinstalling it. That's really a great idea. Oh, no app available in Play Store. Oh, wow. That's how I got mine, was through the Play Store. Yes, you have, Wanda. She says, Jen, I know how you feel. I've been working on a sweater forever. But she's also redesigned this sweater, so it is like really her sweater. And I'm just cracking up because the longer it goes, the more her mind is getting crafty and creative, and she keeps redesigning. I love it. Oh, having to use the website. Oh. Well, maybe I'm going to have to test it then before the next Joyride, because that's the only time I really use the StreamYard app on my phone, my Android, is when I do the Joyrides with the Joyriders. So I will have to check in that before our next Joyride so I can make sure I can do it. Ooh, that sounds so good, Tank. She says homemade mac and cheese, last of the Christmas ham, and ranch style beans. That sounds so yummy. And Jen is asking Wanda what pattern she's using. We've got the beautiful Ivy B Creates in the house. Ivy, you'll have to definitely check out my play date that's going, I'm not my play date, the tea party that's going out tomorrow. So a little shout out to you on there. So definitely want to make sure you check that out. Thank you guys for welcoming everyone in. And as you're coming in and getting settled down and sitting back and relaxing and getting ready to work on your project or finish your dinner, whatever it may be, and a squirt, let me see, what is that? And I squirt sriracha on top all over. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right. The only choice I have in Play Store is Bingo Live and YouTube Studio. Huh. Well, I am sorry that that has happened, Sanja, but I'm grateful because, like I said, the only time I use StreamYard on my Android is when I do the Joyride, and I would have never thought to test it before the next Joyride, and now I will. But if I can't get it in the Play Store, I'll definitely have to check and make sure it still works. I'll let you know. Jen says, I have to redesign mine as well. Well, I always have to make changes because I don't think the way they do it is right. LOL. Ivy always tells me to trust the process, honey. Huey. Hot sauce. Gotcha. Jen says, Ivy, check your phone. Hi. Oh, not bingo, Bigo. Wanda says, I had to yell at my brain to stop yesterday. It suggested that I add a crocheted necklace with beads attached to the sweater. What? You're never going to get the sweater done. And she says, nope, not doing it. Although that would be really pretty. That would be really pretty. Sriracha. Ah, there you go. Thank you, Jen. It is sriracha. Jen says, laugh out loud, Wanda. Ah. And thank you so much, Ivy. She is saying hello to everybody that's here in the Joyful House. Ivy, you just make my heart smile. She says, gotta find it. Hang on. She's got to go find her phone. Bless her heart. Tank says, hey, hey, Ivy. All right. Well, welcome everyone to our first Joy House Playdate. I look forward to having these every Thursday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Just a few moments during the week for us to come together and hang out with one another, bring a project, or just sit back and just woo-saw and relax. Now, of course, the only time we don't have one will be the first Thursday of the month. But we will meet every Thursday besides that first one. That first Thursday of the month is my play date with myself. So, which means I probably will be sitting in the studio working on the Stranger Things blanket under a camera, but that's okay because that will make my heart smile. Hello, Kim. Welcome in. So we have 4 eagles in the house now. So another eagle has landed. Thank you guys for welcoming her in. All right. Well, a couple things I do want to share while we're getting our projects ready to go that we're going to work on is I would like to let me go over here to my banner, get it together, Cynthia. I would like to say happy birthday to those that we know are celebrating birthdays in the community. And maybe you've got a birthday this week and I just don't know about it. And so the way to fix that is to either let me know in the chat or send me an email so we can shout you out not only here in the lives all week, but also on the community post. So if you don't think I have your birthday, let me know when your birthday is so we can definitely celebrate your special day with you all week long. Right now, I know that Gina with the Knitting Turnpike and Bren, the Knitter, are celebrating their birthdays. So if you will, join me in singing happy birthday to them. So happy birthday to Gina and Bren. And I was checking the chat to see if we had any more birthdays this week, but I have not seen anyone say, I'm celebrating a birthday. I have also seen that our 5th eagle has landed. So let's welcome in that eagle and welcome in Tiffany. All right. I hope everyone has had a wonderful week and a wonderful Thursday. And whether you did or whether you didn't, I do love celebrating our time together. So before we just really get comfortable and relaxed, let's just get excited about being here together with one another and let's do the joy dance. All right. And Tank is asking Ivy, when is the next Dirty Bingo? So since this is our first Joy House Playdate, I know you won't know this, but this is going to be another opportunity for you to get a joy word. And so in just a little bit, I will drop a joy word for this live. And if you are new here, or you come in and catch this as the replay and you're not sure what the joy word is, when the joy word pops up on the screen, I will tell you what the word is, and you'll actually get to see it on the screen as well. But not only that, you also will get a definition of the word and the intention of why we're using that word. And if you use that word in a sentence in the comment after this live, you will get an entry on the current month, which happens to be March's end of the month giveaway wheel. And if you'd like to earn a second entry, all you have to do is tell me something specific to this live. But be specific. Like, I learned something about several of you today, as a matter of fact, when I was responding to some of the comments that you guys have been leaving on other videos and lives. And I've learned some things about some of you that I've known the entire 5 years I've been on YouTube. And it was really cool to learn those facts. So I appreciate you being specific, other than like, oh, it was nice to hang out with friends. It was nice to be in the Joyful House. I hope that's a given no matter what video or live we're on or whose house we're in. I would pray that that would be a given. So I appreciate you being a little specific, and especially if you give me a little insight into who you are, something about you, that would be really, really awesome and cool as it relates to the video or the live. All right, so we'll do our joy word in just a little bit. But in the meantime, I am going to post in the chat the link for this live if anyone would like to come up on the panel and hang out versus having to chat in the chat. If you do that, the only thing that I ask is that you just try to be respectful of each other. And if someone starts to talk, let them finish, and then take your turn so that we're not talking over each other. Ivy says, I would love to do another, but I don't get paid much from YouTube, so I have to wait till I get paid, LOL. Absolutely, Ivy. And never apologize for that. Never, never apologize. We got an eagle coming up. Hello, Miss Beautiful Margie.
Hi.
How are you?
Okay.
Look how pretty your hair is getting. Oh my gosh. It is beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, Margie, since you're the first one up here, putting you on the spot a little bit, why don't you talk to us a little bit about your channel? Take a moment to put yourself in the joy spotlight and just tell us a little bit about your channel, because you never know who might be lurking here, and you don't know who might come in as a replay. And I would love for them to get to know your family if they're not already a part. So,
well, I crochet. I do not only just the regular crochet, but I also do Tunisian crochet, which that is what I'm currently working on right now, is a Tunisian crochet blanket. And I also do paper crafts, and I'm dabbling into mixed media, which is with acrylic paints and gel plates. And I make what we call junk journals. They're like regular journals, except for they're made with all different types of papers. They could be junk mail envelopes, decorated with scraps of different types of paper, all different ways. I even use my gel prints incorporated in that, fabric. I incorporate fabric in with my journals as well.
That's
And
cool.
yeah, so I'm expanding more into that area. As I was kind of mentioning on my live today, that I have a Cricut machine, plus I have a die cut machine, and I want to start. My goal for this year is to start incorporating those machines more into my paper crafts, plus using my sewing machine with my paper crafts as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's exciting. That's exciting.
Yeah. And learning and doing more with the acrylic paints and stuff like that with the gel plate. I have some awesome friends that are artsy that I follow. And so I'm getting a lot of inspiration. And in fact, I'm currently participating in it's kind of like a collaboration thing. It's called Mixed Media March 25. And the person that is hosting this, he lives over in the UK, in Wales.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. His name is Kerry Griffiths, aka Kerry the Crafter. And it's a lot of fun. I'm teaming up with two other ladies, so we don't have to do, like, I don't have to do 31 days of this. The three of us were splitting it up, so that way we each don't have to do 31 individual projects. That way we split it up, which
Fun.
was for us. And it's kind of fun and stuff. And then too, so we each have a playlist on our channels, and we are adding our videos to each other's playlists. So
Oh, cool.
go through my playlist. Not only do you see my videos, but you see their videos and everything. So I have gained some subscribers from their viewers. They've
That's
come over to
amazing.
my channel, and I'm hoping that some of my people will go over to their channels as well. And so it's a lot of fun. It's helping me to get out of my comfort zone and helping me try new things. And there are some that I have tried, some things that I haven't tried before. I have seen done by other people, but I've just never had tried it myself. So
Right.
this has given me an opportunity to try new techniques and try to help me I've been kind of in a little funk, a little slump creatively. And so this is kind of help kind of
Giving you a boost.
yeah. And so that's been a lot of fun, and I'm really enjoying it. And
That
so,
is awesome.
yeah. And also, and stuff, a lot of people here do know and stuff that I also co-stream with Dawn Yarndall on Wednesday nights for West Coast Wednesdays. Fortunately, and stuff, we weren't able to stream last night due to she lives in San Francisco area, and due to the weather and everything, they were having internet issues and stuff, so we weren't able to stream last night. So, but yeah.
Are you guys still dealing with fires and stuff like that, Margie?
The fires are pretty well under control, or they've been completely extinguished. But a lot of the people are still, everything. There was so much devastation. There are still so many people that are homeless, basically, because they've lost their homes in those areas. And so yeah, it's going to take a long time for them to recover.
Well, back to what you were talking about, I think that's exciting. We don't see a lot of that on YouTube. So it's going to be a new platform, not only for those of you that are doing it, but for those of us that are coming in and watching and getting to observe. So that's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
So,
and
let me go ahead. I was just going to say, I'm going to check on the chat, but go ahead and then we'll go to the chat.
But yeah, so so I'm just anything. I've always been kind of creative and kind of artsy, because I did art in school, in junior high and in high school. And then I got kind of away from it, but now I'm getting back into it, and I enjoy it a lot. And now that I'm retired, I've got all the time, all day long to be back here in my craft room and play. And it's to me and stuff, it's my happy place, and it helps me mentally. It helps me with my inner thing. If I start feeling kind of, I just go, know what? I get in my zone, and I'm like, oh, and there's times in the middle of the night, I'll get an idea. If I don't get up and write it down, and I'll kick myself in the morning.
I learned a long time ago to keep pen and paper at the bed on the nightstand.
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, now what was that again? What was it? But I get so many ideas, and I'm like, okay, which direction should I go?
That is awesome.
But that's what keeps me going.
Sure. Which is why I really decided to do this, just to bring us together and just have something where we don't necessarily have an agenda, but we get to just enjoy one another's company and talk about what makes us happy and what makes us silly and giggly and, what just gives us joy. I know I use that word a lot. Sorry, y'all. But I mean, there is a reason it's my life word. And so I love that. And I'm glad that you came up and on the spot that you've done this, because, I've learned something new about you, because as you know, I'm not been as faithful being able to get over to your channel because of our time zone difference, but especially with West Coast Wednesdays, I'm supposed to be in bed when you guys are starting, but I didn't know I've heard you talk about mixed media before, but I'm not going to lie to you. What I thought it was is not at all what it is. And you taught me that tonight. When I hear mixed media, I think of something like, making videos or, like screensavers and stuff like that. And that's not it at all. There's such a broad scope to what media actually means. And you've taught me that tonight. So you've opened up my little brain and taught me something new. And I'm excited to come over and check out that stuff. So thank you for that. But yeah.
Yeah.
So let me check on the chat. Oh, go ahead.
The mixed media and stuff. We use paints. We use ink. Everything. Our inks. We have our gel mediums. There's a lot of different components that can be considered mixed media and stuff. So I'm still considered a newbie in this area of crafting, and I'm learning something new. And one of the ladies that I follow, she's from Germany, and her name is Louisa Hensel, and she is so funny. One of her phrases is like, "I'm gonna freak my freak," and
I'm
it's
gonna
so
put my freak.
funny and everything when she says it and everything, because she has that German accent and everything. And she goes, "I'm gonna freak my freak. I'm gonna freak my freak. I'm gonna freak my freak," and everything, instead, because she and different things like that. And but and then when she discovers something that she didn't expect to happen, she's like, and everything, and it's just like, "Oh yeah, that is neat." So you go, "I gotta save that video so I can go back and watch it again, so I can try that." And
Right.
her excitement. And another lady that a real good friend of hers is Barbara. Her channel name is 49 Dragonflies.
Oh, cool.
And she's kind of the same way and everything. She's kind of neat. And her thing is, though, she's got to do things in baby steps. Louisa and stuff, she has to have everything all planned out and knows exactly how things are going to be when they finish, when she finishes her little project or whatever. But with Barbara, though, she has no clue what it's going to look like when she finishes, because she goes baby steps and she'll do one thing and then she'll start to, and she goes like, "Well, wait a minute, I should have done that and then this," and then how she works around and how it ends up working out and everything. And then when you have those two together, when they come together and are working together and everything, it's hilarious.
Right.
They come together every December and do Defember.
Defember Ember. Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah. And it's a prompt a day where you create something based on a prompt, and for the whole month of December, and stuff. And I participated this past year, and I made it all the way through. Did prompt every day, and I did a video and everything, and it was a lot of fun. And just watching them two work together and stuff. And here recently, they started doing lives. They don't normally go live. They're just all videos. But here recently, they've been going live, streaming together, and just them interacting with each other and stuff. It's a blast.
See, that's the exciting thing about this platform is you may start out. We talked about this, the other night with building special moments with the Joy team. Someone asked me about my channel and whatnot. But anyway, I'm not the same person I was when I started out 5 years ago, and I love that. I love that there's been change, and I love that even the channel as well as myself have evolved. We were growing and we're still growing. And I love that personal growth, not only for the channel itself, but for myself. And yeah. And I wouldn't have that beautiful growth if it wasn't for all the amazing people and wonderful friends that I have met along the way and continue to meet. So, and for me, something like this, having a play date at the Joyful House, it opens up the door for that. And so I've learned so much just from you tonight, Margie, alone, that, I mean, it makes me want to be retired.
Yeah. And there's another channel that I watch, and it's PM Artist Studios. It's a mother-daughter team. And and watching them, the mom lives with the daughter and her family.
Right.
And they're up on screen and stuff, and they're doing their arting thing, awesome. and back and forth and everything. And Yeah, it's fun, and the people and stuff that are their regulars and everything, they are the greatest. It doesn't matter what question you have, and it doesn't matter how many times that question has been asked. They will answer it. They are the greatest people.
Nice.
That community is fantastic, very welcoming and everything, and
Which
it's
we could all be that way. We should all be that way.
yeah, and they just it's just a lot of fun, and they too even have on they have a Facebook group, and they even have monthly different things like swaps and different things going on as well. And
Cool.
so everybody gets in and going like, okay, well, we're doing this and we're doing that, and posting to the Facebook group and stuff like that. And that's how I met well, the one lady that I'm doing the March thing with. I met her 2 years ago during the December. We were ended up being swap partners of scraps for that. That's how I met her. And then I met the other lady through this one lady. So
Right.
so we were meeting each other through this platform, and it is fantastic. And it's just like amazing, the connections and stuff that we're all making on this platform.
Nice. Well, if you will, give me just a minute. I want to go over and pay some attention to the chat. I noticed after I dropped the link, Tank, our lovely Tank, I mean, her heart just amazes me. Like, I see her in every channel that I get to go in, and she is always so helpful and so accommodating. And what she said to Ivy just really touched my heart, because Jen, you are so right. It is very expensive to mail stuff, and it can get quite hefty really quick, really fast. And it's amazing. You can send the same item to, a neighboring state, and it's just like, you send it across the United States, it's like, whoa. You send it outside the United States, yeah, it's completely unaffordable.
Yeah.
So it is crazy. It is crazy. But Tank said her 45th anniversary will be July 24th. And she told Ivy that she would sponsor shipping in the US if she could do another dirty bingo. That is just so sweet. So sweet. But Tank, I mean, oh, she says Mai, not May. Oh, I got that. Okay. All right. Dawn says, so sorry I'm being quiet tonight. Hello to everyone I have missed. In the chat, working on finishing the C2C Kaleidoscope Veterans blanket I'm working on. Oh my gosh, y'all, if you don't know this, Dawn does a lot of blankets for the veterans. She does a lot of things for the veterans, and I think that is so sweet that she gives back to her community. But not only that, our military service folks. So, because a lot of times our veterans are left behind, and that's sad, because when you serve our country, I mean, that means even over myself, they should be like the top treated people, like they should have the red carpet rolled out for them. No offense to our Hollywood folks, but our military should have the red carpet rolled out. And they don't. They don't. And that's sad. So thank you, Dawn, for your service to our veterans. All right. Oh, Laura, that is so exciting. She says, I am on the final stage of my mask. So, forgive my brain for not asking you beforehand. But does that mean that you were able to work out some of the little kinks that you found in the very, very beginning? And I can't wait to see the finished project. And then you know what? You guys will get to see it too, should she send it to me, which usually she does, and allow me to share it with all of you. And I don't know where in the conversation, Margie, this came in, but Kim was saying, great idea. All right. And Samantha, thank you. I didn't think to remind everyone that if you drop the word joy, Nightbot will share and shout out your channel. Also, you can drop the word giggle. This would be a great night for that, and Nightbot will share a joke with you. I am not responsible for anything that Nightbot may or may not say. Sometimes you just don't know what will come out of Nightbot's mouth.
Yeah.
So know that I have no hand in that, but a lot of times the jokes are really cute and fun. And you can drop weather in your city or weather in your zip code, and Nightbot will share out your weather as well. I do have some other playful little things that you can drop in the chat, and Nightbot will respond. And maybe in a future play date, I will share some of those so that during this time you can do that to give yourself some more laughs and giggles. But hello, Angie, welcome in. So glad you're here. I haven't been able to hug your neck in a while, so nugs, Angie. Hope you're doing well. I've seen you sometimes over at Mishy's house, but a lot of times on those late night lives, especially Sunday, I'm trying to watch a movie with Mr. Joyful, and I'm listening to Mishy's house in my my hearing aids. But on Wednesday nights, I'm usually in here working on stuff or crocheting, because Wednesdays are one of my free nights to crochet. So it's good to see you. Kim says, I would join you on StreamYard, but updating desktop. Understand. Hello, Doggy Life. Welcome in. I believe this is the first time we've met. So great to have you here in the Joyful House. And if you will, I have something that we would all like to shout out for you for being here and being a new friend. And I'm coming to realize that this is not the first time you've been in the Joyful House. This is not the first time we've met. This is the first time I've met you through your channel. I normally meet you through your grandmother's channel on Friday nights during movie night. And if I'm correct, this is Izzy, that is Vicky Oodle's granddaughter. Am I correct, Margie? Is that right?
I think so.
So Izzy, welcome to the Joyful House. All right. Well, I need to write your channel down so that I can save that and remember that going forward. Oh my goodness. Look who is in the Joyful House. I haven't seen you in quite a long time, my friend. I miss you. Hope you're doing well, Miss Shirley Razzie. Oh my gosh, so good to see you.
Okay, her name is Izzy, but it's not the same Izzy.
Oh, it's not the same Izzy. Okay, thank you for that. So this is the first time then that we've met. So that video was more than appropriate. So it is a pleasure and an honor to meet you. Jen says, I have to run, have a free job to do, things we do for family. I love the way you worded that. We'll definitely go enjoy your family, and thank you for stopping by. Hello, Connie. Connie, I am going to answer that message. I haven't listened to it yet, but I will be playing that audio message and getting back to you. So glad we finally got to connect this week. Connie and I usually talk every day through texting, but things have been a little bit sick in the Joyful House, so there's not been a whole lot of talking or socializing. So I will definitely be looking into that. But she says, howdy, Cynthia, and all of my beautiful and amazing Yarny friends. How are y'all doing today? I am working on a Christmas ornament. And if I'm correct, Connie, that's something new you're doing this year, is working on Christmas ornaments throughout the whole year. Is that correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. And our new friend Izzy says, I think I've been here, but not in the chat. Well, it is again, a pleasure and an honor to have you here. All right. Oh, did I miss something? Because Jen is saying to Izzy's, oh, she did. She said, tough day at work. I'm taking vacation time for my mental health. Well, bless your heart, Izzy. Izzy, I have something else for you then, my friend. This is for you. If I can find it, even if I have to go over to somewhere else to get it, and I think I might have to, you know what? We'll just do this. This is for you, Izzy. We love you, and we're glad that you came here, and we hope that you will find lots of joy while you're here with us tonight. And I'm glad to hear that you're taking care of your mental health. That's something that we don't do a good job of. We do a good job of taking care of each other and others, but we don't do a good job of taking care of ourselves. And so I'm glad that you're doing that. Kudos to you. Y'all, look who done stepped into the Joyful House tonight. Well, hello, Mr. Zach. Welcome in. So good to see you. All right. Zach, are you off tonight? Thank you, Jen, for letting me know that that was a different Izzy. She says, but I understand how you get the confusion. I appreciate that understanding. Izzy, I need a lot of grace. I'm just one of those people that need a lot of grace. I make a lot of mistakes. She says, well, I have been here on a live, but it was not the best mental day, so I didn't chat. Understandable. Just glad you're here. Sometimes you just don't have to say anything, but just let people come in and just love you up. Even if they don't know you're there, God has a way of making your heart smile. Connie says, yes, the year of Christmas ornaments, 1 ornament a week. Wow, that's exciting. Connie, I hope you'll share some of those ornaments with me so I can share them out during our tea parties so everyone here can see them. And by the way, if you are just now coming in, I am planning on having our second tea party come out tomorrow. I hope you'll look for that. Dawn says, that's awesome, Connie. I've been watching your videos lately. Thank you for that, Dawn. Shirley says, hey, Cynthia, just saw this and had to jump in. Again, I have grandkids and they're demanding grandma time. You enjoy that time, but I wanted to see you live and say hello. Well, I'm glad you did, and it is always a pleasure to see you, my friend. And everyone is saying hello. She says, I get confused myself when people say, hi, Izzy, and I answer. Oh my gosh. Are we actually, though, down to 7 days, Dawn? She says, Zach, it's still winter, at least for the next 7 days. Oh my gosh. I'm so ready. But you know what? It is almost 9 o'clock here and it is 72 degrees outside. I'm happy. My heart is just a beating, just a beating. All right. Connie says, Zach, nope, I have a goal to decorate my Christmas tree with crochet and knit ornaments. Oh, what a beautiful tree that's going to be. Zach says he just walked in the door. It was a long day. Well, thank you for taking your shoes off and sitting for a spell with us here in the Joyful House, Zach. We do appreciate that. And she says, and they say, wrong, Izzy. Oh, you know, I just caught myself, excuse me, last hour in the Eagle Live, and I said something about it's just the five of us, and I was like, I didn't mean that. I don't like using that word, because it's not just five of us. It is five of us, and it's a blessing that the five of us are together. So I'm sorry that they say that, because you are your own Izzy, and it's the right Izzy.
Yeah.
Dawn says single digits. Can you believe it? What? Oh my gosh. Oh. Yes. And I'm happy. I got what she said. I'm like, wait a minute. She lives in South Carolina with me. She can't be down in those single digits. She's talking about till spring is here. Oh my goodness, y'all. See, Izzy, I need a lot of grace. Connie says the ornament that she is currently working on is going to be big. Oh, wow. That's going to be exciting, though, Connie, to have them different sizes, too, as well as different shapes and different colors and different styles. That's going to be an amazing tree. I do hope you will share that final picture of the tree put together with us. Zach says, I love seeing Cynthia and Margie. They both brighten my day. Oh,
Thank you, Zach.
I agree, Zach. Margie is a beautiful, beautiful person. Connie says where she is in Louisiana, it is 73 degrees. So we're all getting into that entering into that spring weather. This is where I would like it to stay, but I'm a Florida girl and I'm a July baby, so I do like the warmer weather. Now, Mr. Joyful is a July baby, and he was a South Carolina baby. He does not like the warmer weather.
Yeah, currently right now for me it's 58 degrees and it's windy. This morning it rained.
Oh wow. That's still cold to me, Margie. And then you mix the wind in with it. It's really
I was
cold.
born in October, the end of October, so but yeah.
Zach says it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit where he's at, and it feels like 24. Oh, Paula. I am so sorry, my friend. 39 degrees. No. All right, well, I'm going to jump in here with your joy word. This is what you'll put in the comment section after the live. And if you're new here, if you use this word in a sentence in the comments after we are finished, you will get an entry on the end of the month Joy Will giveaway. And if you add a second sentence and just tell me something very specific about this live that you really, really enjoyed, maybe it was what Margie was sharing, maybe it was meeting the new Izzy, whatever it is, as long as it is specific to this live, then you will get a second entry on that joy giveaway wheel. All right, so as you can see on the screen, our word is discipline. Discipline. It means self-control to achieve goals, which works very appropriately for those of us that are crafty, because oftentimes we have to have self-control to achieve our goals, because too many times we can create whip after whip after whip, and we have more whips than we have FOs. So anyway, discipline is self-control to achieve goals. And the intention of this word for us here in the Joyful House is to cultivate habits that align with our long-term vision. And unbeknownst to Margie was sharing her long-term vision with us. And so she is definitely emulating discipline. And so hopefully all of us will incorporate that into our crafts and our craft as meaning our skills. So that's our joy word tonight is discipline. Discipline.
Miss Cynthia, is it supposed to be an S? And
You know, I thought so too, to be honest with you. And I'm going to show you my little cheat sheet. And that's how they spelled it. I thought so too.
huh.
And then they turn around and spelled it like that. Because I did it that way too. And it actually came up as an error, but I've always spelled it Discipline. So
Yeah, because a couple of people and stuff are using it with adding the S in front of the C.
and it will be fine if you do, because that is how I spell it, Discipline. But I've copied it on the Joy word as they had it on this little sheet that I use. So there again, you can see it. So if you spell it this way, or what I consider the correct way, and as Margie was saying, then it will count both ways. So yes. And I see where a lot of you are saying, oh, wow. So see, Dawn and I both live in South Carolina, and we live in different parts of South Carolina. I'm more in the upper, which is really kind of weird. Well, I guess maybe not, but in the upper part of the state, and she's kind of in the lower part of the state on the East Coast. It's actually on the East Coast. And it's now dropped a degree. It was 72 here. Now it's 71. And she's saying that it's 64 where she's at. So even that is interesting across the state. I'm not sure what you're asking. How do you mean, how do you join love? And speaking of that, I am going to drop the link one more time in case anyone else wants to come up. We have about 20 minutes before we'll head on out. But just in case anyone else wants to come up and say hello. Kim says, I have 0 LOL. Yeah. Those maybe. Girl, I know you got a lot of whips. I know, right, Kim? Who spells it that way? But apparently this website did. They did. I agree. But I am going truthfully to what this is. But like I said, if you put the S in there, I will definitely count it, because that is the correct way to spell it. She said, I can't even find it spelled that way, but who is they? Let me see if it even lists on here. Oh, nope, I don't think it does. I'll have to go. I do have the website that I took this from saved on my computer, but I want you to see all my little writing. Oh, well. Oh, well. But I took this off, and it's top 100 words of the year ideas for 2025. So that's where I got my joy words from. And that's how they spelled it. But you saw it. Y'all saw it. With their DIC instead of DISC, wherever it is. Right there. Discipline. Discipline. Not discipline. Oh, did you see Zach, Margie? He says it's your fault that it dropped right here.
Yeah, no, Zach.
What did she do?
No, it's not.
Thank you, Sanja. She says, when you Google it, there is no such word. So you guys, then definitely put the S in it. And I will correct it to what I actually originally had it as well. And this is the correct spelling. So there's your new joy word. Thank you to those that took the time to Google that. I do appreciate that. And I will reach out to that site and I will let them know that it is spelled wrong. Because that would be the right thing to do, right? No, I did not have to post it like that. I did not have to post it like that at all. I just did it because that's how they had it. No, I had the choice. I could have overridden it. I thought maybe they knew something I didn't know, to be honest. Even though my whole life surrounds around words, but I thought maybe I'm learning something else new today. Dawn says, I did only buy Big Twist, so I did show some discipline, I guess. Yes, you did. How many Big Twists did you buy, though? Right, Kim? She says, oh my goodness, take them to school, right?
Yeah.
Zach said he just had to give you a hard time, Margie.
Yeah, I know, Zach.
Oh, no, I completely agree. I completely agree. So, me too. Me too, Sanja. She says, it's the right thing. We can sign a petition. Yeah, I will reach out and let them know. I love it. She goes, you go, girl, discipline them. I'm coming at you with some joy, but your word is misspelled. Oh, I love you, Ivy. I bought all the red, white, and blue they had because you're working on a veteran blanket. Understandable. That is discipline. You are definitely disciplined.
Yes.
All right. Well, I am at the bottom of the chat, I believe. Wow. Zach says I need to check my email. I forget when my play date with Cynthia is. I know, you guys. I'm so excited. We have a play date coming up, Zach and I do. I'm excited. So I know many of you have asked because the one-on-one play dates have already been filled for March. And I am, oh, that's pretty, Margie. You need to show that.
I'm going to. I was just trying to get it. Get a stitch marker in here.
I'll look real quick, Zach. But I'm going to try and get April's play dates out in the next week or so. So just before the end of the month. Oh, that is pretty. Now, is it variegated like that, or are you actually?
No, it's variegated like that. It's the puzzle yarn.
Oh, wow. Excuse me. I love how, like, when you're holding the skein up, the yarn itself, you don't see so much of that gray, but when you were holding it up, it's got a little bit of gray running through that. Mm-hmm. And that is really a beautiful blend.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. That is so pretty.
Yeah, and this is
that's knitted, right? Oh no, you're doing Tunisian.
Tunisian, and it's the Tunisian full stitch.
Wow, look at that. Look at that texture.
That's the front. And then when you turn it around, then that's the back.
Oh, wow. That is pretty. I like that. Now, is it a blanket? I don't want to just assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm not sure how long it's going to be. I'm just going to make it as long as however long it's going to be, because I've got the rest of this and I've got one more skein, and then that'll be it.
Awesome.
I'm using my stash. So
well, Sanja says she loves it.
Thank you.
I'm writing an S into this discipline on my paper. Zach, yes, our play date is this coming Monday for St. Patrick's Day. So fun, fun, fun. You guys, wait till you see how Mr. Joyful and I come dressed Friday night for movie night. So excited. Never know what's going to happen in the Joyful house. So I hate to bring this up during play date, but can we add my, don't ever, ever, ever say that. There's never a bad time. Can we add my granddaughter to the prayer list? Absolutely. She's having tubes put in her ears on Monday. Absolutely. What is her first name, Dawn, if you don't mind me asking? Sullivan. Oh, what a pretty name. What a pretty name. They love your blanket, Margie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ivy. You're so sweet. Sanja is practicing her Tunisian. Love it. It's a good thing Margie's on the Joy team because one day, I don't know when, because it'll be a mystery, but with the Joy team, one of our projects will be one day to navigate through Tunisian, and it'll be nice to have an expert in our midst because it won't be me. I'll be learning with everyone else, but it's going to be fun. I will send you, Zach, that link again, but don't ever let me catch you calling my friend a dork again, okay? That's just not going to happen anymore. All right? All right? You hear me? Yes, I will send that to you. Ivy says, I just love dorks. Yes, you are. I'm going to get on to you like I get on to Zach. Dawn says, Tanky Poo, are you still here? She didn't call her Tanky Poo. That was me. She says, Tank, are you still here? I hope Tank is still here. Zach says, well, I'm a dork, Ivy B, and you love me, so that's why we're friends. Paula says she went to Walmart today, and there is not a lot of yarn, and it is expensive. You know, I have that same problem at my Walmart. They don't carry a lot of yarn. Margie, does your Walmart carry a lot of yarn?
They've shrunk their yarn way down.
I mean, occasionally when Todd and I are like out of town and we stop in Walmarts, we have found some that have a really nice selection. Now, the Walmart nearest my middle son over in Lexington, and that's for those of you that know South Carolina, he's about an hour from me, and their Walmart has a lot of yarn. In fact, I was just looking when we went on that little trip and ended up staying with him for a week. When the hurricane came through and messed our cabin up, we went to stay with him. I didn't realize how much yarn I bought when we were there, but apparently their Walmart was pretty stocked because that's where I went. But our Walmart in general doesn't carry a lot. So, and in fact, they just got rid of all the fabric. So now we've got, our Walmart has no fabric. Our Joann's are closing. So it's like, where are we going to buy fabric? I mean, we get the fabric square still at our Walmart, the little fat quarters, but to get like fabric by the yard, I just don't know where we're going to go.
Yeah, our yarn at the Walmart that's closest to me and stuff, yeah, it's condensed down to about, I'd say, a third section of one aisle of one.
Oh, wow.
one, shelf aisle deal. Yeah, it shrunk down way down.
Of course, that's how I feel about our Michaels too. Our Michaels, I really thought when they bought out AC Moore, y'all know that was my go-to store. I love my AC Moore, as you can tell on my back wall. But I thought for sure they were going to be like the bomb diggity of yarn stores. But they're not. I'd much rather go to Hobby Lobby or Joann's, but Hobby Lobby, our Michaels and Hobby Lobby are close together. Then Michaels. I get more rewards through Michaels than I do through Hobby Lobby, but
intermittent clouds.
they just don't have a very big
Fahrenheit.
Selection. Was that your Alexis?
Yeah.
I was like, where's that coming from? And then I remembered you have an Alexa.
Yeah. Every evening about this time, she gives me the weather forecast.
I thought I heard Fahrenheit. Cynthia sounded like my mother there. You got a good mother then. She loves you. You can come visit me, Cynthia. We have a quilt shop. Ooh, I need to do that anyway, Dawn. I need to do that anyway. I also need to get back into going to Women of Joy again. I do miss going there. It's been 3 years now. They usually meet the first weekend of every May. This will be the third one I have missed in a very long time. But anyway. All right, you guys. Well, we are starting to wind down. Is there anything else that anyone would like to share? And while I'm giving everyone a moment to do that, and I'm going to give Margie a few more moments to close out with anything she wants to, I just want to say thank you so much for coming to our first Joy House Playdate. And I hope you will consider making this a stop on Thursday nights for yourself. Remember, the only time we don't meet is the first Thursday of the month, because that's my own personal play date with myself. But that didn't sound good, but y'all know what I meant. Y'all know what I meant. But anyway, Margie, is there anything else you would like to share while I check on the chat?
No, not really. I think I pretty much covered everything already.
Well, I appreciate you letting me put you on the spot. That was not my intention when you came up, but and I hope as we continue to do this that more people will feel comfortable enough to come up. And I do hope that you'll use this as a time, as I plan to use it, to work on projects and get ahead and just relax and just have fun. So,
yeah. And well, one thing that I do want to say is that during my live streams, that's basically what my lives are. It's just, I don't have an agenda. I don't have anything planned out. It's just a time for us to come together, and I kind of share what I'm working on. Anything new, update on me, what's going on with me, anything that I might have planned coming up, projects that I might be considering working on. And I just kind of go with the flow, depending on the chat.
right.
People are kind of talking about in the chat, and just different things. It's just a time to come together. It's a safe place. Anybody that starts getting out of control, out of anything, no. It's a safe place. Anything, please feel comfortable to come in, and if you're having a bad day, whatever. I don't like drama. And
Right.
there are some people, and just put it out there, there's some people that don't come to my channel because I don't put up with drama. And Miss Cynthia knows I'm like her. This is a safe place. No negativity.
Everyone is accepted.
Everybody is accepted. No bullying, no nothing.
Well, except for those that come in and bully it. You're right.
Yeah, no. And if there's any type of bickering or anything, you're out the door. And if you don't, the way you see me here, that this is me. I'm
Right.
and
Authentic.
Miss Cynthia knows because we've been on play dates. She's seen me and everything behind the scenes. She knows everything. I am as authentic as you can get. I
Yes,
don't have a poker face. Everything. If I don't like something, I will kind of, but I try to bite my tongue, but sometimes I can't, and I have to say something.
Honesty is a trait too that is admired, but it can get too far sometimes. But yes, I agree with you, Margie. You know, we like to have a fun, safe space, but sometimes there's those that come in and they do love and live for drama, and I'm just not built to paddle along with that. It's just not how I'm made up. And so I can't keep up and I choose not to. So being authentic and honest.
My
good.
mental health, I had to deal with too much drama at work. I'm like, Once I retired, I was like, people could tell the difference after I retired. How much more relaxed I am, how much more.
You can even see it in your those previous videos and lives to now, you know, and even in the way you speak, there's like this bounce in volume in you that wasn't there before, and you could just tell that you were weighted down, and now you're a lot freer. So
Yeah.
and by the way, it looks good on you.
A lot of stuff that was going on at work, and I tried not to bring it home, but it's hard. It's hard. To do that. And then when I had that kind of stress there, and then I also had stuff going on here at home, and trying to keep those two, it was hard. And so it was just like, and once I retired and things started calming down, I'm like, not on my channel, not on my watch. And it's just like, and I've got a couple other friends and stuff that are the same way. They can't deal, and it's just like, no. And so yeah, so feel free to come to my live and feel comfortable to just hang. And I have a lot of people that come to my lives. They might not chat. They might come in and say, hey, and then they might not chat for the rest of the time, but they are there. They've got me playing while they're doing housework or they're working on a project or whatever. That's fine. Just come hang. That's basically what my lives are. It's just a hangout.
I will say I think I've been very fortunate. I think only maybe once or twice that I have to ever be stern with someone, but really I don't think I've really ever had like an intense level of drama on my channel. And I feel very, very blessed for that. But then again, I'm a very small channel and I'm okay with that. So maybe that's a blessing, but yeah. So well,
yes, Zach, you do hear dogs barking. That's my dogs. My Frenchie is pestering the chihuahuas, which is a normal thing around here. She's being a pest.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I do appreciate you coming up, Margie. And again, I hope going forward that more people will feel comfortable to come up and hang out on panel during these play dates. But if not, I'm just grateful that you guys are here and you're in the Joyful House, even if you're in the chat or if you're just here lurking. And again, I do hope that you'll consider coming over here and spending, an hour and a half with me on Thursdays and bringing a project. I've almost completed the homework that I have to have done by Monday for our mystery make-along project we're working on. And it won't be too much longer. Well, it'll be Monday. You guys will get to see the showcase of those mystery make-alongs that I got in from our project number 6. So excited for that to come out and can't wait for you guys to see this one here. I'm so excited about this. A lot of them think they know what it is. I can't give any apples to what it is, but very soon they will find out Monday. Monday they will know, and then the following Monday we'll finish the final touches. So very, very excited about that. Oh, look at that.
Of all of that barking.
Hello, friend. I can't remember your dog's name. I'm so sorry. Chloe. Yes. How could I forget that? Chloe. Hey, sweet Bridget. Welcome in. Bridget, I'm going to have to tell you, I've been getting so many comments about the project bag sets that you made for me for Anne with an E finale. Oh my gosh, they are loved by everyone, especially the 2 that won them. But anyway, I'm definitely going to have to order some more. We're going to have to see if we can find some Call the Midwife fabric and have some more for the next finale night. And that's what I meant to tell. Somebody was asking me, Kim was asking me questions about like the movie series and stuff. So this coming Friday, not tomorrow night we're off. I'm going to go spend the evening with my parents. There's also no Bible study tomorrow, but starting the following Friday, which is the 21st, we will start our next movie series, which we're kind of resorting back to Call the Midwife, and we're starting season 13. But by the time we finish season 13, season 14 will start coming out because it's supposed to air here in the States on March 30th. So we'll just kind of be beginning season 13. So definitely by the time we finish 13, we'll be able to do 14. And then hopefully season 5 of Stranger Things will be airing and we'll get to go back to that. And if we do or don't, then we'll get ready to start the next brand new series. So y'all just be thinking about what you want our new series to be, and we'll get that voting poll out when the time is right. But anyway, so next Thursday, just before this play date, we have our watch party for Call the Midwife movie night for Friday night. So if you want to be a part of that watch party, you do need to email me, and I can run that across the bottom of the screen real quick. But you do need to email me. Even if you've been coming to the watch parties for Anne with an E that we just finished, I need you to still email me. Once you've emailed me for a watch party, you do not have to email me again until we start the next series. So anyway, trying to think of what else is. Oh, I do have our second tea party coming out tomorrow, so you'll need to look for that. And Once Upon a Storybook is still going on with the Anne of Green Gables series on Sundays. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but on the day that I have something happening on the channel, that morning, I'm kind of running a little ad on the post, the community post, just letting you know what's happening. Now, I've had a couple people comment that, I'm not part of the Joy team, but you're announcing something for the Joy team. I do make all that public because maybe somebody wants to become part of the Joy team. And so it lets them know everything that's happening. Because I don't want anyone feeling left out, even if, they can't, do the paid memberships. That is okay. I just want you to know what's happening in case you've got some free time. You can come on over and hang out with us. But I am trying to do that on the mornings of anything happening on the channel. I'm doing a little kind of like ad announcement over on the community post. So don't forget to make sure I know your birthdays so we can celebrate your birthday during your birthday week. Yeah, I think that's it. So don't have as much stuff going on over here at the Joyful House as we used to. More of it is, as Margie was talking about, just time to come together and just hang out with friends and bond. So yeah. I am hoping in the future, very near future, I want to finish Stranger Things first. So I plan on using my personal play dates to do that. But I do have some tutorials that I do plan on getting out. A lot of you have requested for the sponges. So I'm going to get that out. Some of y'all have requested for me to do a tutorial on my boho bags. I'm going to do that. And then I've had a request for the baby socks. That don't have the little smooth edges, that have the thick band around it, and how to do those. I've already got a tutorial out for the one with the smooth, stretchy sock band. So I'm going to be working on those. But anyway, so, all right. We got our joy word, right? Yes. So, all right. Well, thank you for joining me for the first channel play date over here at the Joyful House. I had fun. Margie, again, I thank you. I hope you had fun.
Yep.
And I'm going to check on the chat one more time, and then we're going to close out. Let's see here. Jen says she made it back. Awesome. Glad to have you back. Kim says, I've not been able to get into Stranger Things. And it is something you have to be able to acquire, because it is kind of like on the horror fiction a little bit, and it can be gross.
Yeah, it took me a little bit to kind of get into it, but once I started watching it and kind of getting into it and doing the movie night thing, I kind of got into it more and kind of got invested in it.
I feel the same way, Margie. I'm not going to lie. The very first episode, I honestly was like, Todd, what have I done? Maybe I should have researched this a little bit more, because the first episode was a lot to take in, and it was just like, this is not my thing. But I gave it a chance, because the channel is not about me. It's about all of us. And so I'm glad I did, because there was more of a storyline. And I kind of feel the same way with my son. When he first came to me about Walking Dead, I was like, not happening, son. And he was like, oh, mommy, please. And I'm like, my son is begging to spend time with me. He's in his 20s. He's begging to spend time with me. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess I can always crochet while we're watching and look at my crochet. Well, I got through some of those first episodes and I got hooked. And I would have never thought that I'd have been a Walking Dead fan, but I do enjoy it, and I enjoy the company with him. So it's nice bonding with him. So, but I understand, Kim, and I fully respect it. And you know what? You don't have to watch it to be able to come and play. You can still come play with us on Friday nights and not even watch it. So that's just a suggestion, because anybody and everybody is welcome. And guessing, we call it they say copying someone else's answer. We call it creatively guessing. So we just love having your company.
Yeah.
So good night, Sanja. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be checking on you tomorrow evening, Cynthia. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate that. And Margie, I will be reaching out to you and checking on you and your outcome tomorrow as well.
Yes.
Sanja says, yeah, not me, Kim. I don't do horror. I have nightmares. Jen says, I love Stranger Things. Jen says, it's getting deep in the 4th season, though. Oh, wait, did I say season 5? There was only 3 seasons. So there is a fourth season, right? Okay. Okay. So see,
Yeah.
Izzy, if you're still here, this is the grace I'm talking about. I need. Good night, Kim. All right, you guys. Again, Margie, it was a pleasure and honor to have you up on the panel tonight. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I appreciate everyone that came out tonight. So hope you have a good rest of your evening. I know Pam from Be Creative Crafts is on right now. I started to say open. Her house is open to you if you want to go over there and hang out. So, all right. Well, I look forward to seeing y'all here.
Jen says there's 4 seasons we've already watched. This one coming up is the 5th season.
Oh, thank you for correct or yeah. All right.
She thinks.
I think you're right. I think we are waiting on season 5. I think you are right. So
yeah, because I'm like, yeah, it sounds about right.
So, all right. Good night, you guys. Be joyful and be the joy in everything you do. Be joyful, stay crafty in your own way, and make your own joyful creations. I love you guys. Nugs and joy. Mwah. Oh, that was cute, Margie. I love it. You're going to have to teach me how you did that.
I have an Apple computer.
Oh, that's how. Gotcha. I don't have an Apple computer. I'll just have to come to your house and see it. All right. Good night, everyone.